I've been seeing some numbers over and over again, so I'm going to look those numbers up to see what the meanings are. Welcome to Real Life and Metaphysics. I'm Gat, your host. Alrighty, I see 1037 a lot. I also see 1027 a lot, but I saw 137, so I thought this would be a perfect time to look up the number 137. So I'm at angeltherapy.com. That is Doreen Virtue's website. You've done it. Your prayers and You've done it. Your prayers and visualizations. Ta-da! Have put you on the right path. Just keep following your guidance and keep affirming a positive outcome. So I want to thank the archangels for that, and thank Spirit for that, and God for that. All right, but then we're also going to look at BillHydrick.com, who also deals with all kind of numerology, Hebrew numerology, gematria. Like I said, it's usually 1037, but this time I saw 137. 137 says wheel, roller, courageous, feller, instrument of praise. Now, when you're talking about the wheel, you're talking about the mother plane. That's in your Bible, Wheels Within Wheels, Ezekiel, the book of Ezekiel. And then the wheel at Psalms 83, when God returns to kill his enemies, the enemies of his people. That's the wheel, Psalms 83. And if you notice, Jehovah's Witnesses use that a lot. Psalms 83, they've been using that scripture for well over 30-something years. And I'm noticing it says 33rd prime here at BillHydrick.com. The number 137, it says 33rd prime. So when you get that 33rd, just like you heard the 33rd parallel, 33rd, that's that really high number for secret societies. Courageous, feller. Now they say feller of trees, but you got to remember David felled Goliath. And if the word fall or fell is when these so-called ancient ones or angels or Elohim come back to earth. Instruments of praise. When you think of instruments of praise, you think of King David, but we know for a fact King David represents the person who will sit on the throne, and that throne is Heavenly Mount Zion. It says pushing, upsetting, or overthrows, and that's what happens when they come. They overthrow the current world power and begin ruling. That's in the book of Revelation. Praise Jah. Jah has become king. A coming or going forth, kind of like the coming again. Exit, a promulgation, rising. Then it says rising of the sun. All right, the Son of Righteousness, also called the Son of Man. Exportation, place of issues, mine or vein of metal. Vein of metal, like those metallic ships people be seeing. The East, wow, the kings of the East in the Bible. Those so-called extraterrestrials, angels, Elohim coming back. A way out. I am the way, the truth, the life. A door, I am the door. Utterance, everybody should listen to the utterance of God. Speech, outlet or issue. A military post. And then it says a garrison. That's my name, Gary. How many times have I told you my name is associated with that name in the Bible? And remember common Isan, and you had Garaisan. So you can't make this stuff up. Something set up, a pillar, a column, a statue, idol image, Kabbalah, oral tradition, the name given to mystical study involving Hebrew. And that's what we're kind of into. The tree of life, diagrams, similar approaches ultimately stemming from Palestine and early non-Christian Gnostic practices. And I kind of am into that Gnosticism as well, those hidden meanings, antecedents, including Chaldean, Babylon. We all know about that, old Persia or Iran, Egyptian, Greek, and Hindu practices. This term was applied mainly after secondary exodus from Spain. But who? Who's secondary exodus from Spain? See how they don't tell you that? Because they always tell you the Hebrews left Spain or something like that, but they never tell you about the Moors. And also, were those Hebrews the same Hebrews that we see today? That's what you want to look into. Kabbalah makes extensive use of methods originally intended for literary criticism, fragments of folklore, and systems of initiatic training from Western and Near East cultures. The systematic derivation of many short words from 3 to 2 letters roots combines with historical use of numerical puns in place of rhymes and penchants for word games to produce a unique and elaborate collection of mental exercises. Since Hebrew letters have long done double duty for numbers, many numbers have evolved meaning substantially like the ideas represented by Egyptian hieroglyphics and Chinese ideographs. So that's what 132, 137 does all that. Alright, the next number was 222, so we can't use Doreen Virtue because she only does 3 numbers, and I don't think we can use him because he does. Well, it says 2000. I don't know if it'll go up to 22222. It's like 4 times. But we can use Joanne Scribes, Sacred Scribes, Angel Numbers. You can find her at sacredscribes.blogspot.com. The number 22222, and it's even highlighted amazingly. I didn't even pick it, but it's already like darker than any other number. If I could save this, I will. I might just make this the cover of this video. And you'll notice 2222 is the only number that's dark, and I didn't do that. That's the way it was as soon as I got here. This is how you know when Spirit is talking to you. That's what it's all about. Listening to that divine voice. Not getting caught up in all this physical stuff because you're going to get deceived. You stay listening to Spirit, you'll do just fine. Alright. So we're almost out of here. Alright, what do I want? I wanted the Hebrew Gematria to see if they have 22222. Give me a second. He jumped. Like I said, 2000, but he didn't do every number. So he's jumping around. He had 22220, but not 22222. So we can't use him. So this is Sacred Scribes, angelnumbers.blogspot.com. So this is what it says, because no matter what I just said earlier, the page I'm on right now says Sacred Scribes, angelnumbers.blogspot.com.au. And that's what it used to say, but something happened with Joanne Scribes. Like her whole site came down for a while, and I was like, oh man, I was tripping out because these numbers are really important. And then somebody brought it back up. So I don't even know if she's still alive or not, but I know her whole site went down. Like you couldn't find her anywhere. And then somebody brought it back up. All right. I'm going to read all of it. Number 22. 22 is a powerful, and again, that's a twin flame number twice, is a powerful number that vibrates to all of the attributes of number 2. Amplifying and intensified. Number 2 resonates with service and duty, balance and harmony, adaptability, diplomacy, cooperation, consideration, receptivity, and love, understanding, personal well-being, ambition, sensitivity, justice, selflessness, sociability and support, attention to detail, decisiveness, intuition, caution, flexibility, grace, devotion, mediation, partnership and relationships, encouragement, faith and trust, and serving and living your divine life purpose and soul mission. Now they put both, they make that separate as if it's 2 different things. So I want to investigate that to find out, are they saying it's 2 different things or what is going on? So since they gave me 2 different links, I click both of them. I'm going to look at both of them and see if there's any difference. Just making sure. Angel number 2222 encourages you to take a balanced, harmonious, and peaceful stance in all areas of your life, no matter what the circumstance. Trust that everything will turn out for the highest good of all in the long term. So don't put your energies into negativity such as fear or worry, but rather be aware that all is being worked out by Spirit for the highest good of all involved. That's what I told you. Listen to Spirit. Don't listen to the stuff going on around you. You're going to get distracted and confused. With positive affirmations. So you always want to have positive affirmations. Don't talk about the negativity. And positive visualizations. And a firm belief in yourself, and also have a firm belief in Spirit, and that Spirit cares for you. You will manifest the best of the outcome in all areas of your life. Maintain your connection to the angels. How do you do that? Keep on doing things like angel card readings, doing your horoscope, things like that. Keeping up with your natal chart, stuff like that. Universal energies, and listen to your intuition and angelic guidance. Angel number 2222 reminds you that nothing happens by chance and everything happens for a reason. Like I know I kept seeing a lot of green. I just took the car for a ride and I kept seeing a lot of green. Because I got, like, the car I got now, it's like a lot of cars that are out there. So I see a lot of them cars almost, because my car, well, the car before that was green and this car is green. But I saw a lot of green, like green on the bridges, just crazy stuff. And then when I pulled up in the driveway and parked the car, another green car came around. Angel number 2222 reminds you that nothing happens by chance. So what I'm trying to say is nothing happens by chance. Everything happens for a reason. Maintain a positive attitude and a strong connection with your higher self, and you will find that everything will have positive results, and you will receive abundant blessings for many kinds in divine right timing. Maintain a positive attitude and a strong connection to your higher self, and you will find that everything will have positive results, and you will receive abundant blessings from many kinds and divine right timing. Keep up the good work you are doing, as the evidence of your manifestations are coming to fruition. Keep the faith and stand strong in your personal truth. Give me a second, please. Angel number is 2222. 2222 also reminds you that love is the most important thing of all. Oh, how wonderful, because that's the twin flame number 22. Loving yourself is the key ingredient for good health and well-being, and that's what I try to teach you. That's what I try to teach you all. In the Bible, when they asked Jesus what was the greatest commandment, Jesus said you must love your Father or love God. Basically said with everything. God comes first. Love God with everything. Then he said love your neighbor as yourself. But everybody misses what he just said. First, you love God with everything. Second, you love yourself. Then you love your neighbor as yourself. Because there's no way you can love your neighbor if you don't love yourself. He said you must love your neighbor as yourself. So the second is you. And so many people make a mistake because they're loving all kind of other stuff other than themselves, or they have low self-esteem, or they've been through some crazy stuff that's low self-esteem, and they don't have no love for themselves. So you're already going to have problems, because the angels make you strong when you believe. You got to believe in yourself, believe in the angels, and go from there. Work with spirit. Loving yourself is the key ingredient for good health and well-being, and the love of self, others, and of life connects you with the universal and prosperities of the universal energies. Self-love brings self-expression and allows for creativity and fulfillment. Love yourself and love your life. And that is so important. This is what people don't understand. A lot of people think they have to be with somebody, but if you're in something that's not helping you have love for yourself, love for that person, love for your life, if you're waking up and you feel really upset about this, upset about that, you're actually defeating yourself. Love yourself first. Because a lot of times you have people that want to love somebody so bad. You understand? So they're loving this other person, but that person ain't really loving you. That's why I try to wake people up, but they don't want to hear it because they don't want to be lonely. But sometimes lonely ain't a bad thing. Sometimes with loneliness, you get better healing, you get better, and then you find somebody that actually wants to help. Because sometimes you find yourself in a relationship where you really are pulling a load and doing everything. The person's not doing a whole hell of a lot. But you're staying in there because you don't want to be lonely and you think that's love, but that's not love. That's why I said don't ever let anybody mislead you on what love really is. Because so many people keep thinking love is you gotta be with somebody and that person's not really loving you. Love is mutual. It goes back and forth. And you can make, if it is a twin flame situation and your twin is acting a certain way, you actually make that person stronger by standing up for yourself. But if you cave in, then you're not helping that person because they're gonna stay in that state they're in. You're both supposed to challenge each other. And that's it. God bless.